Hey there, good morning. It's a cold one, and supposedly we're supposed to be getting some massive ice storm coming around 10 o'clock this morning. All of the schools got canceled, so midwinter break has turned into quite the extended break now, with the extra snow day in the beginning and snow day at the end. But anyway, I'm out here hiking this morning thinking about motivation. One of the things that was prompting me to think about it is how I have continued to not only hike every day, but I've also continued to go through my self-reflection and continue to create content. And it's really nice because there's times when all of us lose motivation, and sometimes it's worse than other times. But in fact, anytime we think of doing something that we don't end up doing, it's because there wasn't motivation to be able to do it or get it done, right? It's that simple. You have to have motivation to be able to find the effort or make the steps forward to be able to complete something. And so motivation is really important. And I started to think about some of the content I've consumed in the past, books I've read, conversations I've had with mentors. And really there's a pretty easy way to improve your motivation, and it's really comes down to pretty much one thing and then some consistent practices. But the one thing is you need to heighten your ambitions. When I kind of was starting to unplug from the business, it was as if I didn't have any motivations as it related to anything, because I was almost intentionally keeping myself out of those work situations or other situations that would trigger me into what I felt like was just my insane behavior, because I was always running in the red. And so when I would have a conversation with somebody, friends, business acquaintances, or whatever, I often felt as though, and maybe they didn't have this judgment at all, it was probably in my own head, but I felt as though they may have been thinking, geez, where did his ambition go? Because typically I'm just running a million miles an hour, and that's the way I'd lived my life for a long time. So, but it doesn't necessarily have to be heightening your ambition for achievement. It could be heightening or raising your ambition for anything. Like, for instance, maybe you're not happy with the way that you've taken care of your body over the years, or your physical health, and now you just raise your ambition level to do things differently to improve your health. And if you have a very specific ambition or goal that you're trying to accomplish, that's where you're going to find that motivation. There's tricks that we can do to motivate ourselves, whether it's, developing a habit, setting an alarm, doing it whether we feel like it or not, whatever. There's ways to trick yourself into doing it. But if you can start to develop a practice of where you feel like you're losing motivation in any area, whether it's your health, whether it's building more relationships so you have a better social life, whether it's going in a career direction that might not give you the same financial success, but you believe it'll deliver a lot more happiness to your life, whatever that happens to be. If you raise your ambition for that area of your life, you'll start to find that you get some true motivation about that. But it's not just simply about having one conversation in your mind or whatever to try to figure out what that ambition is that you're going to be going after. But it's about revisiting it. Like, every single day, spend some time thinking about it and reviewing it, whether you write it down. Heck, I would encourage you to follow your journey of change, in your years, and do it on video. You don't have to share it with anybody. Just because I do it, I don't feel like everybody else should do it. But the wonderful thing is, if you're watching this video, you likely have a phone with a video camera on it. And if you don't, then you likely have a computer with a camera on it. And both of them, unless you're a catfish, both of them likely work. So even if you just say, my goal is to get in better health over the course of the next year, and today I'm going to do A, B, and C in a step toward getting there, and you just Read it off a sheet of paper, say it whatever's on your mind, just get it out there every single day. It's going to develop into a habit, but a really good habit that keeps you aligned with forward progress in something that matters to you. I don't believe I had any way of looking at something like this in any other light than making money or building a successful business for years and years. But now it's just so much more clear. Motivation, ambition, it relates to any part of our lives that we want to improve or grow or get better. And so if we can actually intentionally have ambition or raise our ambition and focus on what that goal is day after day and track not only our mental progress, but the steps that we take along the way, pretty soon we're going to have a pretty sustainable source of motivation, and that might even inspire you to start to look at different areas of your life that you might want to improve. Because the only thing that's going to determine the quality of our lives as we age is the decisions that we make. And we can't reverse decisions that we've made in the past, but we have to focus on making better, healthier, more positive decisions going forward if we want happy, healthy, more positive outcomes to come as we get older and older. So that's what I was thinking about today. There's another thing you can do, and it's align with like-minded people who are on a similar journey. And that's something, as I continue to create this content and have conversations with people, I believe there's going to be an opportunity here very shortly where we can all join together and start to go on the same journey together. Doesn't even matter if our goals are the same, but it's that we want that motivation. We want to raise our ambition, but we also want to have accountability along the way, because it's important enough to us to change our lives, make it better, and literally start living our lives a brand new way that brings us joy and happiness and healthiness. So that's all I've got for today. I look forward to talking with you next time. Bye.